Any session that I do is recorded and put onto my YouTube channel for you to go back and watch. That way, if you have to step out for a phone call, or if you want to watch the session, or if I talk too fast, you can go back and you can watch the session. So I will link my YouTube channel in the chat after the session is over. That way you could take a peek there. I am going to be sharing a slide deck presentation. So if you have any questions or need anything, you can either pop off mute and stop me, or you can put your question in the chat and I will get to it at a stopping point. I do check the chat periodically through my presentation. That's kind of like how I like to do things. I can see when somebody has written something in the chat, so I can go back and kind of toggle back and forth. A couple housekeeping things. If you are not talking, if you could just keep yourself on mute. Sometimes I know that you get phone calls, you get distracted, things happen, and then we can hear your background noise, and it is a little distracting. So if you don't mind staying on mute, that would be awesome. So again, without further ado, this is the Listing Concierge class. My name is Brittany Moulton. I put my email in the chat just in case you have any questions at the end that you want to contact me. But let's go ahead and get this party started. I am going to share my screen. So if for some reason, if somebody could just pop off and let me know they can see my screen, that would be wonderful.
I can see it.
Thank you so much. All right, let's start this presentation. That way we can see it in full screen. So we're going to be talking about the value of Listing Concierge. Why would you use Listing Concierge? Why it is such an amazing program, and why we have agents coming from all over the world coming to Coldwell Banker for this program, and why. I will say that there is going to be some things in my presentation, depending on where you're located, that might look a little different in your metro. For instance, here in Florida, we have a TV spot. I know that there's some other metros where there's not a TV spot, so just keep that in mind. There might be some discrepancies in my presentation. I am in the state of Florida, so we might have a little bit different things than you do, as well as pricing. So this pricing is not my pricing. This is a deck that I got from South Florida. So your pricing might be less or your pricing might be more. It just depends on where you're at and where you're located. It is not the correct pricing for my metro. So if you're Northwest Florida, this is not our pricing. So I would just take that with a grain of salt. This PowerPoint was very cohesive and I thought it was really, really great. So I wanted to share it with y'all. All right, so why Listing Concierge? So agents have loved Listing Concierge. There was a video here. I'm not going to waste our time and watch the video. Well, maybe I will. Well, let's talk about it first. So Listing Concierge, the why agents love it. We will watch this little short clip. I was going to skip it for time's sake, but might as well hear from fellow colleagues why they're using Listing Concierge and why they're really utilizing it. But what I wanted to speak to was just the fact that if you ask any of the people in your office what the goal of their success is or what has attained their success, most of them, if they've been with us for a while, are using Listing Concierge. I did pull up a metric today in my area where I looked to see what type of person is using Listing Concierge. So we put agents in quartiles. That means that they get different types of awards. And most of my agents that are using Listing Concierge are getting the top awards with Coldwell Banker. And it's not because they're just great. It is because they're just great, but it's also because they're using this amazing tool to enhance their business and brand themselves. So let's see if I can get this video to work. You might be able, let's see. I'm sorry. 1 second, guys. Okay, there we go.
I can't hear her.
You guys can't hear her?
Nope,
No,
silent.
can't hear it.
Okay, I will link the video. That's why I was going to skip it. Sometimes it works in the presentation, sometimes it doesn't. Let me link this video in the chat at the end so you can watch, but it's a testimony of why she loves Listing Concierge. So we'll skip this for now, and I'll just share the link for you in the chat. Let me copy this real quick. I'll just do it right now so you guys can watch it. And I don't forget. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes technology doesn't work in my favor. Okay, So let's keep moving. So what is Listing Concierge? What is the why? What does it do for you? Why does it benefit you? Well, Listing Concierge is our comprehensive marketing 365 package that you have with Coldwell Banker that was designed to help you market the listing, but more importantly, it was designed to brand you. So when I speak to agents and we talk about their marketing plan, one of the main things that we always talk about is Listing Concierge because yes, it is to help you market your listing and get that listing sold, but it's really to brand you as an agent, that top of mind, keeping you in front of potential clients that you would not be able to normally get in front of. So, what was the Listing Concierge program designed to do? There's three things that we talk about all the time when we talk about Listing Concierge. Number one, it's to help you win the listing every time. So when you take Listing Concierge to a listing appointment, so when you're sitting down with a potential seller and you are telling them the why they should hire you, and you talk about Listing Concierge, it's going to set you apart from any other agent in our entire world, basically, because of the amazing benefits that Listing Concierge has, which we're going to go into. But it sets you apart from the agent that may come behind you and do a listing presentation. It helps enhance your value proposition and eliminate the commission debate because if they hire you, they know that they're going to get world-class marketing and an amazing 365 marketing plan for their property. So they wouldn't want to compromise on the commission because if they don't hire you, they're not going to get these benefits. It's also going to wow your seller and it's going to help you turn one listing into three. And you say, Brittany, how? Well, this is going to market to individuals around that area. And we're going to talk about how. And the elements within this package will get you branded out there into the community, into your farm area, hopefully, to help you win other listings and stay top of mind. So what's included in the Listing Concierge program? Depending upon the package, which we will talk about, these are the elements that are included in Listing Concierge. So not only do you get photography, what you get 35 professional photos that are taken for you through our program. How that works is when you order the package, you order photography. So most of the time, the main selling point for Listing Concierge here in my metro is you cannot book a photographer for the price that you can for a Listing Concierge package. And the photographers here are amazing. They are professional photographers. They work hand in hand with Coldwell Banker and they have a 24-hour turnaround time in my area. And I'm pretty sure that's nationwide, where you get your pictures back the next day. You get a single property website. What that looks like is a website catered just to your listing that you can link onto social media and share with your database. This will link the potential client to the website. And on the website, it'll have all the pictures that the photographer took. If you did a virtual video can be uploaded. It's got your description, it's got a map, and it's got all of your contact information. You have a just listed e-flyer that you can actually customize and change. You can change this if you decided to have an open house. You could create an open house flyer. You can download these flyers unlimited times, so you could change them once a week and you could do a different flyer and print them out and have them in the listing. Or you could do an open house flyer or a price reduced flyer, but you have unlimited access to multiple flyer designs that you could go in there and print. You've got just sold and just listed postcards. Just listed postcards will go out to the radius around the property. So what they do is they choose where your property's at, and then they do a radius around the property to mail out your postcards. And you can actually get the list after they mail it out and download that list of where those postcards went so that you can put it in your database and continue to market to them. Or if you have a list that you would prefer to upload and send postcards to, you have the ability to do that as well. The sold postcards will go out after the listing is sold. So that way you can show everybody in the area, not only did you list it, but you sold it. And sometimes you can even put language on sold over asking price or sold in 3 days or however you want to position yourself in that market. You have a photo slideshow that you can customize and share on your social media pages. So you can go in there and edit that and have that as a beautiful element for your social media. You have property brochures that you can get printed. There's different layouts. So depending upon the sizing that you want, they have 11 by 17 flyers. They have smaller flyers. They have a trifold flyer, brochure, whatever you want, they pretty much have. And it's very templated, easy to use, low maintenance, and it's beautiful. It's high quality. You can choose between glossy or matte, depending upon your preference. It's got online syndication. So what does that mean? That means that it's syndicated across all of the different networks like realtor.com, Zillow, all the places that you want your property to be seen. It is syndicated. You've got targeted online ads. So we use a platform called Homespotter Boost, which will boost your online targeting basically through social media. We do it through Instagram and Facebook, as well as other websites like weather.com, places where people are going. Trying to think of other places that you would see it. Weather.com, Wall Street Journal, news places, anywhere where they're searching that's searchable on Google platforms, your ad can be syndicated onto there. So we use that. We use Google-based ad in that sense. And then we also use Facebook and Instagram targeting. You get TV and YouTube promotion. So this could be different. I know that if you're not in the state of Florida, you might not have the TV part of your listing concierge. You might have a text or a sign or something different. So just remember, keep in mind, I'm in Florida, so it might be a little different. You have an area realtor notification for your area that will notify all the agents and the local real estate companies in the area. And then you have print ads in The View. So we in Florida have The View magazine where our ads are printed into that magazine, and it's put out to 75,000 people within the state of Florida. So you might have a different publication if you're in a different state. So that's kind of the LC program, the comprehensive umbrella of the 365. You can see it has a great breadth of assortment when it comes to products. So it's got that digital element, it's got those print pieces, and it's got those evergreen pieces, right? Like those flyers that you can continuously change, and they can become evergreen because you can kind of tweak them in that sense. Here's the packages. So we have 4 packages for you to choose from. There is the bronze package, which we call our all digital package. So it's going to be all digital, no print included. We've got silver, which is a step up from bronze. So it does include those postcards and those brochures. We have gold, which is has different quantities of your postcards, and the postcards that get sent out for the just listed are a little bit of a higher quality, meaning they're like a trifold instead of just a normal postcard. Then you have platinum. Platinum package has a lot more elements included in it, and we will walk into that here in a moment. So the bronze package, again, this can be anywhere from $199 to $600 depending on your metro. This comes with 35 professional photos. 3D and aerial are additional cost, or if you have your own photos, you can get a $50 credit to any package. Most of the time, $199 is a great price. You can't book a photographer for less than $200 in my area, so this is a steal. So you get 35 professional photos that they will come out and they will turn around to you within 24 hours. You can ask for 3D and aerial as a la carte feature if you would like for the bronze. This one comes with that single property website. It also has the just listed and just sold flyer that you can go and download and print or send out to your sphere. It's got 10 days of targeted online advertising through HomeSpotter Boost and through those websites we talked about. It's got the property photo slideshow that you can share on your social media. It's got the local e-blast via the update for the agents in the area, and it's got social media images that you can place on your social media. So the bronze package is going to be our all digital package. We were seeing a lot of use in our bronze package during COVID when there was a lot of people staying at home and they couldn't do open houses and things like that. So this was a very popular package. This package is actually shifted in my market where it's not the most used. The silver is in my metro, and it's going to be different from place to place. We jump up to the silver package. The silver package can be anywhere from $355 to $1,419, depending on your area. So this is what encompasses here in the Florida market in your silver package. You get those 35 professional photos or a $50 credit if you bring your own photos. I don't see why you would bring your own photos to any of these packages unless you are doing this in the back end. So what I mean is you've already done and paid a photographer to do this, and maybe you did not order a listing concierge package to start with. So you already have photos. That would pretty much be the only time you would want to bring your own photos because the photos are a great asset for you to have these beautiful professional photos. But to each their own. I know some agents own their own high profile camera and they're really married to the fact that they take their own photos too. Totally up to you. Just know you get a $50 credit no matter what package if you do bring your own photos. You do get that single property website that you can send people to that has all the information about that property. So it's literally all about that property and it's branded to you. You get just listed and just sold e-flyer to your sphere. So again, that flyer that you can kind of change and customize and download. You could do an open house flyer, you could do a just listed photo flyer, or you could do a price reduced flyer as well. You get 5 days targeted online advertising. So, I mean, you get 5 days of social media boost as well as that online targeted ads. You get a 10-second spotlight on Coldwell Banker's at home TV program for Florida and a 10-second photo slideshow narration on At Home in Florida YouTube channel. You get a 1/16th page in the ad in the View magazine here in Florida, which will be different in a different metro. And then you get the local e-blast via the update, as well as 50 just sold and 50 just listed jumbo postcards. These are print and mailed out for you. You don't have to do anything. You just have to go in and improve it. And then you also get 25 printed property brochures. So great value for a great package for marketing. We've packaged it up and tried to make it very affordable for agents to use for every single one of their listings so that you can continue to get more listings. We jump into the gold package. The gold package has the 35 professional photos. So you can see every package has the 35 professional photos unless you opt out of it to get the $50 credit. You get that single property website that talks all about the property. The just sold, just listed e-flyer, that flyer that you can customize and change. You get 5 days targeted online advertising on social media and on the Google platform of different websites. You get a 20-second spot on our at-home TV program here in Florida, as well as a 20-second photo slideshow with narration at home in Florida. The seller report, which is one thing that we did not have in the silver package. The seller report is a comprehensive report that you can send to your seller at the end of your marketing plan for your listing to show them everything that you did. It's literally a comprehensive step-by-step update on all the things that you did to market their property, starting from getting photos to putting a sign in the yard to putting all that 5 days of target online advertising, where that advertising went to, how many impressions were spent, how many clicks were on those impressions. It talks all about step by step what you have done to market the property. And it's also branded to you. So it's got your photo and information on that you can email to your seller. So it's a great added benefit for the gold package. You also get a bigger 1/8 of a page ad with the View magazine. And then you get 50 just sold trifold mailers. So this is different from the jumbo postcards, and it's a trifold mailer. You can see over here on the right-hand side, it's got a silver envelope. So it kind of looks like an invitation. It's a little bit more of a, I would just say elegant piece with the gold package because it's got that beautiful packaging. It looks like a invitation, and it usually goes past the trash can because it looks like they're getting invited somewhere. Then you also get your 50 just sold postcards. That's going to be those jumbo ones. And then you get 50 property brochures versus the 25 that you got in the silver package. Then you've got the platinum package, which is my favorite, of course. This one is basically what you're going to receive is all the things that you saw in that gold package we were just on. Plus, you're going to get these following enhancements. You get upgraded photography. So you can either get the 35 photos plus a virtual twilight photo of your choice, or drone, or an interactive floor plan. So the platinum package comes with drone, or you can do the interactive floor plan or 3D tour. So pretty awesome. You get a twilight photo complimentary as well. So they'll take a picture of the front of the property, and they'll also give you the daytime view as well as a twilight. You get 30-second spot on the program for the TV and a 30-second spot on the YouTube. You get 100 just sold postcards, which is pretty awesome. So instead of that 50, it bumps up to 100, and you get 10 days targeted online advertising versus the 5. You also get a half page in the magazine. So it might be different in your metro, but just so you can kind of see the differences in the packages. The platinum package is, of course, going to have the most. It's going to have that ability to have drone. I did talk about at the beginning that you can add things on a la carte for photography. Just make sure you get with your listing concierge coordinator at the beginning to let them know, and we will talk about that here in a minute. So let's talk about photography. So when you schedule the photography, you can schedule within 24 hours of placing your order, which is pretty amazing. So if you were to get a listing today and you wanted to go ahead and place that order today, you could potentially get pictures taken tomorrow, which is amazing. Then you will also get your photos 24 hours after they take it so that you can put them in the MLS and stay compliant. When you order a Listing Concierge package, there is the ability to put notes for photographers. So if you have a photographer that you work with through Listing Concierge that you want to request, you can do that in that notes. Or if you have a specific instructions about the property, you can actually put that in the notes and have the photographer call you directly to speak to you. I always recommend you meeting the photographer at the property. That way you get the pictures that you want, and they don't have to come back and do a reshoot. So just keep that in mind. You do have the ability to leave some comprehensive notes for the photographer when you order the package, as well as have them contact you directly. All right, clicked off my slide there. Photography process. So step one, you're going to select the date and time you prefer to have the property photographed, and they will reach out to you and either confirm that they have that date and time available, or they will call you immediately to get that rescheduled. Step two, the photographer will call you and email you, just like I said. Step three, once the photography is complete, pictures will be uploaded to your Listing Concierge order by the following day. So they actually upload the photos to the platform, the Listing Concierge platform for you. And then they will send you a link via email for the pictures for you to download to put in the MLS low res. You and your Listing Concierge coordinator will import the photos into your order, and you can get started on the self-service options. So the LLC, you will see that in this presentation, is your Listing Concierge coordinator. Anytime you place a Listing Concierge order, you get assigned what's called an LLC. They are the person that you can contact if you have any questions. They have their phone number on your order as well as their email, and they will be emailing you, letting you know when you have proofs that are ready to be seen and approved, as well as things that need to still be done in your order. They'll kind of be helping you and pushing you along. You can also reach out to your field admin team. So if you have a field marketing specialist or a field marketing manager in your area, they are a great resource for Listing Concierge. Your SSAs also are all equipped to answer questions for you on Listing Concierge, and your managers as well in your office. So you have a lot of support with your Listing Concierge if you place an order and have any questions at all. You can download those low resolution photos for the MLS, and you can also favorite the photos that you like best so that your Listing Concierge coordinator will be sure to use those in the platform. Think outside the box, show off your neighborhood knowledge, ask your photographer to capture the recognizable landmarks in your area. Power up your social media. You can post a poll, a carousel of tour of a property, and even create a slideshow to showcase your latest properties. Enhance your listing presentation. Why not show potential clients how you've marketed others' homes in the past? That is a great, great, great tip. I love taking pieces of a Listing Concierge package to a next listing appointment and showing them what I've done for my past clients. And if they hire me, they'll get the same exclusive treatment. So it's a great call out. Showcase your website, add a gallery to your website to display the quality of your photos. So just ways to think outside the box of Listing Concierge. So whether this is your first time hearing about Listing Concierge or your 30th, these are some great tips. Single property website. So let's talk about that for a minute. So it's a unique property website that is viewable in all devices and easily shared on social media, email, text messages, WhatsApp, or Linktree. Coldwell Banker and Global Luxury themes available. So if your property is Global Luxury certified, meaning that it meets that price threshold, you can have that Black Label Global Luxury beautiful marketing. It's got branded and non-branded versions for the MLS for you to incorporate that in the MLS. This is done within 24 hours after the Listing Concierge receives your photos. You can send the link to your seller to promote it on their social media, emails, texts, and etc. So a great way to market that listing. Single property website looks like this. So when you get into the website right here, this is what the view would look like. The pictures are already taken. It'll allow you to come in here and edit the details if you need to, as well as add the description, photos, and multimedia. So if you had a video, you could add the multimedia to the website. To be able to look at the website, you would just click view website and you would copy that URL. or you could copy the link right here to share on your social media. So most of the Listing Concierge platform is very easy to come in here and make changes and edits, and it's very user friendly once you've done it. But just know that you do have support at the local level with your field marketing team, your SSAs and managers, as well as that Listing Concierge coordinator who is happy to help you with any questions that you have. Your just listed and sold announcements. So it's showing you right here. I love this. This is part of the reason why I love this PowerPoint. So this is included in all of the packages, the bronze, silver, gold, and platinum is this flyer. Remember I told you that that flyer, you can come in here and you can change it. You could add, instead of beautiful home on a large lot, you could put open house, just listed, new property, price reduced, right? And you could come in here and download this and change the photos as many times as you want. This is in the gold and the platinum. These are those just listed property, beautiful announcements. So instead of the postcard, you get that step up right here with that beautiful trifold silver announcement. With the silver, gold, and platinum, these are the just listed postcards. That's also what your just solds are going to look like, those jumbo postcards too for those packages. So beautiful marketing pieces. And again, you can choose if you want matte or glossy, depending upon your preference. You've got just listed and just sold announcements. So you can send to your sphere and your farm area. These contacts need to be in groups and specified in your LC order. So what that means is these are sent out through Prospect Square. So you're going to make sure that you have your contacts in your Prospect Square account and grouped in so that your listing concierge can go ahead and send these emails out for you. If you have any questions or need any help, again, your field marketing team would be happy to sit down with you and chat about how to help you and assist you. But just make sure you have your contacts in Prospect Square. That is where they pull your contacts from to send out these emails for you. The View magazine, again, this is for Florida. So this is going to show you where it's going. It's statewide distribution via regional publications and direct mail. It goes into the Wall Street Journal, Miami Herald, Sun Sentinel, Orlando, Palm Beach, Sarasota, Naples, also comes up here to Northwest Florida as well. So we've got this beautiful magazine and it's included in our packages here for Florida in the silver, gold, and platinum. Again, it might be different for your area. This is what our magazine ads look like. For silver, you get a little square here that does not have your picture included. It does have your contact information. When you get the gold, it jumps up, has your photo, all your information, a little bit bigger ad. And then in the platinum, you get that half page ad that has your photo and a property description. We have the TV advertising here in Northwest Florida. Ours is on the CW and it's called At Home, and ours is called Northwest Florida. It's also featured in our YouTube channel for you to take and post on your social media. So this is what it looks like for the state of Florida. If you're in Florida, here is where it will be airing. It's airing every Sunday. It's also posted to our Caldwell Bankers YouTube channel At Home in Florida, and it's completed within 3 weeks of your listing concierge order. So you can see I'm in Northwest Florida. Mine is on at 11 a.m. on Sundays. At Home in Gulf Coast is on ABC at 1 p.m. and so forth. I don't want to start this video because you're not going to be able to hear it. All right, professionally quality brochures. These are amazing. These are my favorite. I just like them because they are pieces that you can kind of take with you. I will say what I've been seeing here in my area is price reductions and stabilization here in Florida. So with these brochures, I would actually opt out to having a price on them. That way you're not putting a price that you're starting with and then having to reduce it. You can actually check a box in your listing concierge order and say price upon request. That way you're not having to change any of your marketing pieces as you change that price. So if you have a listing that you're taking and you know you're going to probably end up doing a price reduction, you might want to put that price upon request. But they have beautiful brochures that you can actually print out, and there's different layouts. So if you like the big jumbo guys and that's your style, great. Or I like the little square ones because they fit into marketing packets when you're going to future listings, but it's all about you and what you prefer. You can also put them in the house. That way, when you have open houses or people visiting the house, that can take the brochure and it's branded to you and has all your information on it. The area realtor notification, the update. So this goes out containing all the listings and open house information. It's distributed every Friday to the current and active MLS members within the zip code of the listing. New listings from the past week, Friday through Thursday, are fed through MLS, CB Homes by the end of the day, Thursday. Open houses for the weekend need to be updated by Thursday. So you can see this is what it looks like, and this is included in all the packages. Homespotter Boost, probably the most favorite out of everybody's items in the Listing Concierge, is the social media and web ads. So these are custom ads with the name and contact information of you. It appears on Facebook, Instagram, and on the web. Remember, web-based advertising for Google, displayed to likely buyers who live near the property or visit real estate sites. So these are home intenders. These are people that have been showing behaviors of buying or selling, either searching for properties in the area or looking at properties on YouTube or Facebook or Zillow or realtor.com. They are getting retargeted with your ads because they're showing that behavior. The campaign time, depending on your package, remember, it's either 5 to 10 days. One tip that you want to make sure that you're doing is you're going into HomeSpotter Boost and checking for leads. So the HomeSpotter Boost will run this ad for you, and if anyone clicks or wants more information, their information is actually going to be given to you via HomeSpotter Boost. It's a tile on your desk. So if you've ever ran a Listing Concierge package before, you might want to go in and check to see if you have any leads. It will also give you a breakdown of where your ad was shown, how many clicks it got, how many ad views, and then how many impressions. That way you can send that to your seller and show them what you're doing for social media and web advertising. So great benefit of Listing Concierge is this online advertising. Another tip is, with COVID, we stopped doing a lot of the brochures because a lot of agents were complaining they were getting all these brochures and had nowhere to put them. So they do still allow you to trade out your brochures if you're not interested in the brochures for more social media push. So if you decide, hey, Brittany, I'm not going to use those brochures, even though they're pretty and I love them. Maybe you have a ton already that you use for prior and past listings that you can use for current client presentations. So you might want to opt out of the brochures and do more HomeSpotter Boost, but totally up to you. You have that property marketing update, the seller report. Remember, this is only for gold and platinum packages, but it breaks down a detailed report outlining everything that has been done to market their property and maximize exposure. So it improves communication with your sellers. It helps you grow your business by referral. It's easy to read and concise. And you can see on the left-hand side, it's got it branded to you. So it's got your picture and information so that you can send that to your seller. DIY, 3 pieces on the go. So there are some items that as soon as you get your photos in there that you can go in there and you can do today. And then there's some items the Listing Concierge coordinator will have to go in there and proof. And the reason why is they have to follow RESPA and fair housing laws to make sure that there's no language that's violating those. So they're covering you as the agent so you don't get fined or sued. But there are some items that you can go in there once you have the pictures and do today. One of those is that flyer. You can imagine that flyer is super easy. There's tons of layouts that you can go ahead and go in there and choose if you want 1 photo or 7 photos or 3 photos or 4 photos, or if you want it to say open house or price reduction or just listed, you can go in there and download that flyer. The social media images, you can download as many as you want. So you can come in there and change the layout and post that on your social media. And then as well as the single property website right here that you can go in there and you can customize and get that up and running the same day as well. So some DIY pieces that you can do once the photos are back. The other thing that you want to make sure along with the photos is that you have that property description in there. So go in there and put what you have in the MLS and tweak it for the property description, and you'll be able to do these DIY pieces right away. So how do I place an order? I'm ready to do it, right? So you're saying to me, Brittany, this looks great. It's wonderful. I want to start today. How do I do that? Well, everything starts on my CB desk, and you're going to click on that tile called Listing Concierge. Once you click into that, you're going to drop into what looks like this. If you've never placed an order before, you're not going to see orders right here. If you have placed orders, you'll see manage order if you've completed the order. So Listing Concierge will take you to your listings dashboard. You can either click to add a new order or you can manage one. You do want to make sure that you have your agent profile filled out. So if you've never been to Listing Concierge before, it's not going to let you order anything until you fill out your profile. It wants you to have your photo in there, your information for your contact information, social media information. That's the only way to get started is you have to come in here and fill out that profile. You'll also see any notifications up there near your profile. So if somebody's trying to contact you about an order that's existing, you will see your notifications there. And then in order to place an order, an agent's profile must be completed first, and then you are ready to place an order. So you would just click on the add new order button to start your order. Once you put in the property's address, it will take you to this screen right here. You don't have to have an MLS number for you to be able to place an order. You can actually skip that. I encourage you to skip that. You should be placing this before you're putting it in the MLS because you don't have photos yet. So you don't have to have a MLS ID number to be able to place an order. It's going to ask you to select that package that you want to choose. And here on this screen, it will give you all the things that are encompassed in each of your packages for you to make a decision on which package you're going to use. And then again, we talked about if you were bringing your own photos, you can actually toggle off under professional photography, the 35 photos if you already have them, and it will save you $50 on each package. This is where you're going to go ahead and put that listing address in. So you'll put the address in here. You can see it's asking for MLS ID. You can skip that. It is required for the post order. So after you've got the photos and everything, you have to have an ID in there, but you don't need it right away to order it. You can click it on if it is a global luxury listing. So if it qualifies for global luxury and it hits that threshold, you can go ahead and click that on, and then you would just hit the continue button to continue the process. It's going to tell you you're off to a good start once you've put in that address and selected your package. So we put in 611 Cypress Crossing in Wellington, Florida, and we've chosen the gold package, my favorite. The next thing we're going to need to do is choose if it is a single agent or a co-list or a team. So if it is a single agent, so if it's just you listing this property, you would select single agent. If you're co-listing it with a fellow agent, you can click co-listing and choose that agent by searching them. If they do not have a listing concierge profile filled out, you're not going to find them. So make sure they have their listing concierge profile filled out. Or if you're a team, you can choose the team option as well. It's going to ask you to pick your brochure features. So again, I told you that you could do a 8x8. That was the one I told you was my favorite, the little square one. There's an 8.5x11, and then there's that Big Mac Daddy, the 11x17. So depending upon you and what you like, you would choose that, as well as your paper type. If you want glossy or matte, I love the matte. I think it's more vibrant. I think it's more luxurious, just my opinion. Then it's going to ask you if you want to add some additional quantities. So let's just pretend 50 brochures is not enough. You want 100. You could add here 50 brochures and it tells you the price. So you can see right here it says brochure $2 extra each. So if I ordered 50, I would be paying $2 each for those 50. And then the same thing for just sold postcard and mailer. So a lot of my agents like to send out over 100 just sold postcards. Totally up to you. You can either add those quantities or you can just skip this for now. And if you decide you want to add more quantities, you can always get with your listing concierge coordinator and they can add quantities to the back end. Then your final step is simply to continue to finalize your order. So you'll need to do your shipping information and your payment options. So where you want your items to get shipped and the payment that you want to use for your credit card. Then basically after that, nothing is going to happen until the photography and the description are uploaded, but it's going to show you the roadmap here. So once you've placed your order, this is what you can expect. So we've placed the order, then we will have the property photos taken within 2 business days of order being placed, unless requested otherwise at a different time. Then after that, your photos will be uploaded into the platform. And then you can go ahead and make sure that your agent profile is completed, photos uploaded, and marketing copy has received that description. Then you can do your e-flyer. That is self-service. You can print and go flyer as well. Your just listed mailer can go out in 2 business days. Your brochure is 1 business day. Property website 1 business day. Advertisement 2 business days. Social and advertising powered by Boost package ordered 24 to 48 hours after the property MLS ID is put in your order. You've got your TV video spotlight that is 2 to 7 business days after you have approved the script. The update will go out within 5 business days. Your client report will be ready for you after the order is completed, and your just sold postcard will be completed after the property is sold. So just a roadmap for you to kind of see how things are going once you place the order. Order management, this is what your order is going to look like after you have placed the order. When you come into the order, remember I told you that you are going to have a listing concierge coordinator that can be found at the bottom left. It says, have a question about this order, please reach out to Heidi. It will have Heidi's number and her email, so that way you could call her directly at her desk or send her an email if you have any questions. When you come into order management, right here, it's going to show you all the items and what the status is. So you've got the flyer, it's saying I still need to do my flyer. Professional photography, it's to do. My website is still to do. My brochure is proofing. My just sold postcard to do, mailer to do. So it'll keep you organized on what to do. You have this left-hand menu over here. So it'll show you recent activity, listing details, the property description that needs to be inputted, the products and services. It will break down what is encompassed in your package, as well as all the photos and the multimedia will live on this platform as well. So use the timeline link on the Listing Concierge tile to determine the delivery time for your marketing pieces. So you can go to your Listing Concierge right here and you can click on timelines. So on the LC tile on desk, click on the 3-dot vertical ellipsis in the lower right-hand corner, click on timelines, select your region from the drop-down menu. That way you can see what that timeline looks like for your specific region. For Florida, you can click on Florida, and then you can also put the shoe start date to calculate your delivery date. So type in the date that you will have professional photography upload to your dashboard and complete property description, the marketing copy remarks submitted. So you can see when you will get your magazine in your timeline. So here's another Listing Concierge order timeline. So you can see right here, this will give you a comprehensive timeline so you know when to expect your marketing proofs for printed materials, the script for the professional video. This helps you stay on point with your order to ensure you're maximizing the potential of each marketing piece to your full advantage. You can also add these dates to your calendar as reminders to check back with your LC dashboard. So just a great way to keep you organized on your marketing pieces. You do need to go back into the order once you place the order. You're not done. A lot of agents will place the order and think that they've done what they needed to. You do need to go back in there and proof your items and make sure that you're getting them approved and ready to go. Again, if you need any help, you have support staff locally through your SSA, your manager, and your field marketing team, as well as your listing concierge coordinator. So this might look a little daunting, but I promise you it's very easy once you get the hang of it to go in there and approve your proofs and get things sent out. So let's go to the next slide. So order status update email from your listing concierge coordinator. So your coordinator will send you an email pretty much throughout the whole process to tell you that either, hey, you just placed an order and we're excited, and this is who your listing concierge coordinator is. They'll also send you emails when your proofs are ready for when you need to go in there and proof your postcards or anything else that needs your approval before it gets sent out. So just keep in mind you're going to get these emails from this person, listing concierge order status update. Keep an eye on those and make sure you're going in and logging into your platform to approve those items in a timely manner. And that is Listing Concierge. So I am leaving some time for Q&A because it is 11:45, so we've got about 15 minutes first this session. So I'm going to exit out and see if there's any questions in the chat. All right, got a hand up, and it looks like I do have questions in the chat. So Emma asked, so you obviously don't want to use this unless you have a listing, right? Correct. You would use this for your listings, either current listings or past listings. You can always do a past listing. If you didn't order one and want to order one, you can. But yes, this would be for a listing. Unless you would not order this unless you have a listing. Yes. Thank you for answering, Rebecca. Thanks so much, Rebecca. Just wanted to confirm. Wonderful. And it looks like Dawn has her hand up. Dawn, did you have a question?
Yes, I do. Concerning the photos, you said we get 35, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do they include aerials and like the clubhouse and the different areas of the subdivision?
That would be on a basis of you asking the photographer. So that is something you would want to communicate with the photographer when you order the package that you do want those if it's a neighborhood. For aerial footage, if you want drone, it is on an a la carte basis unless you order the platinum package. So drone would not be included unless you specify or work that out with the photographer. So when you place your order, that's a great thing to add to the photographer notes that you want those items added to your package.
Oh, so we have to tell them to do the clubhouse and
Correct.
and such okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
how much more is it costing us to
I'm
have
not
those?
I'm not sure. So for the drone footage, it's going to be different. If you wanted to do drone, I'm not sure your photographer would charge you for the clubhouse and things like that. So you're going to want to get with the individual photographer and see what they say. It's going
Okay.
to be different from one to another.
Okay, but drone is included in the gold package.
The platinum. Yep, the platinum package.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And then it's a la carte for any other package.
Okay, so then the photographer have to tell us how much they're gonna charge.
Yeah, because you have different photographers on your platform. You should have a few to choose from. So they're going to be different price depending on the photographer. So you can always call them. So when you're placing your order, Dawn, it will tell you the photographer and it'll have their phone number. So you can pick up the phone and call them before you place the order and ask them.
Okay, and then you said there will be videos. Is that extra also?
So if you want to do like a 3D video tour or something like that, that is extra unless you do the platinum. But if you do order the gold or the silver, depending upon your metro, there is like a TV ad. So here in Florida, we have a TV ad that's included.
Okay, so if you want to include that little tour that's on, you have to pay a little extra for that virtual tour.
Yes, unless you order the platinum. The platinum package either comes with the drone footage or the 3D virtual tour. So you'd have to choose one.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have to add the drone. If you like, let's just pretend you want a drone and 3D tour, you could order the platinum package and then do the drone a la carte.
Okay, so then basically we're just paying for photography and then we have to add those other things. And then we also have to send out our own mailing pieces.
So they send out everything for you through Listing Concierge. So Listing Concierge sends out your postcards for you and your mailing pieces through the platform.
But that is an extra cost for us to
No,
know.
it's included in the Listing Concierge package.
Even if you increase the amount,
If
it's
you
a
increase the amount and they charge you for those extras, they're still sending it out for you. You're just paying for the paper, really.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So they send it all out for you. So that's what's great about these packages, right? So depending on what you choose, it encompasses all those amazing pieces and they do all the heavy lifting for you. You don't have to worry about it. They send it out for you. You can either do a radius around the property of where you want it sent out to, or you can upload a list of people that you want them to send it to.
And then on the single website,
Mhm.
so we have to go get a domain.
Nope, they already create a domain for you and everything. So you have a URL link that is on the single property website. Obviously, it's not going to be like 12345 Main Street. So if you wanted to buy a domain, you could. I wouldn't recommend it. I would just link it. For more information about this property, click here and it will link it to that single property website. They create that for you.
So they create, so that would already be online live.
Yep, that one is
We
on
don't
live.
have to, we don't have to do nothing. We don't have to do anything to put it out there.
You just
Okay.
approve it and then it's live and you can push that out to all your sphere.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
absolutely. Great questions, Dawn.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening and interacting.
You're welcome.
Does anyone else have any questions? No?
And I
Thank you.
got an extra question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so on the Homespotter Boost,
Hmm?
you said it's only for 5 days?
Hmm?
And so if we wanted it for more days, how much would that be to cost us?
So it depends. HomeSpotter Boost usually allows you to extend the ad for a discounted rate. I don't know what it is in your area. It's different from area to area. It's like, my metro isn't as populated as Miami is, so it's going to be a different price. So you can go on to HomeSpotter Boost and see how much it would be to run it for some more time.
And another question.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to prepare for one. So where in the Homespotter Boost do we find the leads?
Oh, that is a good question. So when you log into HomeSpotter Boost, it will show you your ad that is running. So when you click on the tile for HomeSpotter Boost after you place an order, it will show you a preview of the ad that's running. And then up at the top, it will have a lead report, and you just click the lead report, and it will download into an Excel file for you to extract and use.
Oh, so and those leads will have the email and phone numbers, etc.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, got it. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely. Happy to help.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good questions. I'm sure everybody else had those questions.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, everyone. Well, if there's no other questions, I'm going to stop the recording. Again, it will be available on my YouTube channel once I get the recording in the chat, and I will upload it. And I will also paste my YouTube channel in the chat for you guys to take a look at any other videos you might want to look at from my prior trainings.